Hello students. Today we will start the new topic, that is the colloidal state. Okay. Uh, Colloidal state is a state which is in between the true solution and suspension. This we will study later. First we'll study about the crystalloids. Crystalloids are those substances which could be obtained in crystalline form and whose solutions were able to pass through an animal membrane. They are found in crystalline form and their solutions they can pass through animal membrane. But if we talk about colloids, colloids are those substances which were amorphous in nature. They were what? Amorphous in nature and whose solutions were able to pass through the membrane. Okay, now dispersion system we'll talk about. Dispersion system, it is a system consisting of the substance distributed as very small particles of a solid, droplets of a liquid, or tiny bubbles of a gas in a suitable medium. Like we have studied about the components of solution earlier, that solution has two components, that is the solute and the solvent. In the same way, if you are talking about the colloidal state, it also has two components, which are dispersed phase and dispersion medium. See, dispersed phase is as similar as solute, and dispersion medium it is as similar as solvent. Okay, now we will see this again. The system consisting of a substance distributed as a very small particles of a solid, droplets of a liquid, or tiny bubbles of a gas. All these three things, these are dispersed phase, okay, or solute, and these things they may be present in a suitable medium, that is dispersion medium or solvent. This whole is called dispersion system. And dispersion system, it has two components. The first one is what? Dispersed phase, and the second one is dispersion medium. Okay, dispersed phase, it is the phase or the distributed substance. The substance which is distributed, it is called dispersed phase. And dispersion medium, the medium in which this distributed substance is dispersed, that is dispersion medium. Okay, now next we will study about the properties. Here we'll study or distinguish between the properties of true solutions, colloidal solutions, and suspensions. See, if we talk about true solutions, that is salt in water. Colloidal solution, keep in mind like star solution or gum, that is a colloidal solution. And suspension like sand in water. Okay, so if we'll compare the particle size of these three, the true solutions they have particle size less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer means 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. It is lesser than 1 nanometer. It is greater than 1000 nanometer. And the particle size of colloidal solution, it lies between 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. Okay, so this is the particle size. It means it has the smallest particle size, it has the largest, and it has the particle size in between these two. Now nature, it will form homogeneous mixture, it will form heterogeneous, and this obviously it will definitely form heterogeneous only, like sand in water, heterogeneous. Visibility of particle, if we have dissolved salt in water, we cannot see the particles, they are invisible. If we talk about colloidal solutions, the particles they are visible under microscope only, that is ultra microscope. They are visible under ultra microscope. And suspension particle, they can be easily visible to the naked eyes or under microscope also. Now next is appearance. Appearance, they will form transparent solutions. These are called, see, we can call them colloidal solution or sol also, we can call them sol, sols. These are called sols. Sol is sols. Now, generally they are transparent but may show translucency. They may be translucent and they are opaque. Filterability: pass easily through ordinary filter paper as well as animal membrane. Also, they can easily pass. The particle size is very small, and these particles they can easily move through ordinary filter paper and animal membrane also. Colloidal solution, they can pass through ordinary filter paper but not through animal membrane. Okay, if we'll use animal membrane, then we can separate out the dispersed phase in dispersion medium, and these they cannot pass through ordinary filter paper, then obviously not through this animal membrane. Okay, now diffusion of particle. These will diffuse rapidly. They will also show diffusion but slowly, and they will not at all diffuse with one another. Now, the next property, it is setting of particles under gravity. See, the particles of true solution, they will not at all settle. They will remain. Actually, the particle size is very small, so under gravity they will not settle. Okay, they will easily settle. But if we'll talk about these salts, colloidal particles do not settle under gravity. Okay, however, they can be made to settle under high speed centrifugation. Centrifugation means, suppose we have taken a substance in that centrifugation machine, it is like a churning, and when the substance it is stirred heavily, centrifugated, then in that case the colloidal particles they can settle down or they can be separated. Okay, now Tyndall effect, we know that Tyndall effect, it is the scattering of light, and because the particle size is very small, say so these particles they cannot scatter the light at all. They do not scatter light. These they may show Tyndall effect. They will show Tyndall effect until the particles they are suspended, and when the particle they will settle at the bottom, then in that case they will not show Tyndall effect. But if we talk about colloidal solutions, they scatter and exhibit Tyndall effect. They show Tyndall effect. Now, uh, the categories of colloidal systems, there are two categories of colloidal system. The first one is the lyophilic. Lyophilic. Okay, lyophilic means liquid loving or solvent loving. It means these are the substances which, when mixed with a suitable liquid, that is dispersion medium, they readily form colloidal solution. They readily form colloidal solution. There is no problem in making these lyophilic salts. Okay, they are easily formed. They can be formed easily. And if suppose we will add some substance to it, and the colloidal particle they get coagulated, then they can be reversed back into lyophilic salts easily by dissolving them in the suitable medium. Okay, so if we talk about these lyophilic salts they can be prepared easily by simply shaking the lyophilic colloid with dispersion medium. If we'll just shake the lyophilic colloids with dispersion medium, we can easily get lyophilic salts. Okay, they are heavily hydrated. Heavily hydrated means and they are water loving, and due to that hydration they are quite stable, and they will not easily get coagulated. Coagulation means ikattha hona, like that. Okay, and they are reversible. Yes, if we talk about these lyophobic, they are liquid hating or solvent hating, and these are the substances which do not possess much affinity for dispersion medium. And if they are not having that affinity for the dispersion medium, they do not readily pass into the sol state when they are mixed with the medium. So they are very difficult to prepare. This category will study here in this chapter. This is very small topic here, because they can be prepared easily and there is no so much difficulty in these salts. But if we'll talk about these lyophilic salts, we'll study several methods to how to make these lyophobic salts in their salt state. So we'll study about the lyophobic salts in our next video, and before that we'll study about few more topics like mycelial formation. Also we have read earlier in previous classes, and now we'll in our next video we'll study about multimolecular, macromolecular and associated colloids, and then the preparation of lyophilic, and then we'll start the preparation of lyophobic salts. Thank you.